Hey, hi everyone. I have made a stupid mistake in actually making the stream because I have been playing for the past 2.5 hours and I've actually forgotten to press the right record. So what that means is that we are currently facing the fact that I have a game in which we have done quite a bit in the last 2.5 hours, and as you can see, this looks a lot different. I've been on a bit on a expansion. So instead of actually going, instead of like skipping entirely, now that it's in my, I think I could just go over like the map again and in current situation. So what happened when we were at the beginning of? We started with the Holy Roman Empire. We had about the chunk of Germany and Italy. Um, so we took the city of Veneto from Venice, and did some expansion in Emia. We captured the kingdom of Hell by using the claimants from Prince Bishop, so became a King Bishop. And yeah, the moment that you're actually an empire, you can start to really steamroll. And so we took Burgundy from. So we managed to take over a great deal of Europe. Okay, so what happened? What happened? Basically, everything that was part of this, of West Francia and regions that are bordering you now, those were the regions that became West Francia, and they had formed Francia. But within one generation, it immediately disintegrated into several kingdoms. West Francia in particular, Burgundy, and Aquitaine, and then Aquitaine also fragmented, allowing me to gradually just diplo-annex the smaller areas right here. Form, that's what it's currently look like. I'm almost considering, but yeah, the major other thing that we did was taking control of Great Moravia. Honestly, not quite as big, so the smaller piece, and after and we also finally took. Been a long time coming since my son was already married to princesses, but they had one of the sister of the princess. The Yeah, and already that immediately happens. Like, it matters. Managed to get her on the throne of Hungary. But of course, as it always goes with the game, at the moment you install someone, action demand immediately takes to get rid of you. Now here, I mean, this is what I'm. So I guess installed action. As a matter of fact, I'm also turning to the Byzantine Empire because we attacked the Byzantine Empire, and we wanted to install. We managed to install Margarita II, who was married to his son. He had the grand wedding for. So I went over the grand wedding event. Then managed to get this done and actually defeat the Byzantine Empire and install her as empress. Upon which immediately half the empire rebelled, and she died from sickness and being maimed. He already had a large health penalty from this as well, so yeah, it's not entirely, it wasn't entirely well. See, my son has become a king, but he has become king of Bulgaria. I managed to remarry him to the queen of. They have a son together. He is the older, and he is my grandson, and he king of Bulgaria one day. That is it. That's also good. Dynasty. But as the rest, I was actually poised on getting all of these areas back into, and I really hoped of getting a claimant on France to have France added to the glorious Central European Empire. But I'm already too powerful for any of the other nations here to stop. When I port this war, I will go to the default Russian settings. Well, that's what I think you can on settings. That all of these areas will be the same development as far as, because I believe that the development here already will likely reflect like with will already be realistic largely. If I'm going to show you now what it will look like, this select or the lower tier for everyone. Right. What you're seeing now is what Europe will look like if I would port this to E4 right now. That would make it one gigantic mess filled with border gore, and it's absolutely disgusting. We love that. Truly, this is like I didn't plan this at all. So we are entering basically a disgusting Voltaire's nightmare, which is not something that I wanted to do. Just I thought maybe I would. I thought I could form Germany simply by having all of the German lands and not being of manic stock. But it turns out if you're Catholic, that you can't form Germany. You can the Kingdom of Germany you could form, but you cannot form Empire of Germania. Only form the Holy Roman Empire. So that is what we did last game. And then this past game, I made our Emperor go forth and consolidate his strength, and this is the result of that. Now, as in, like, next things or next steps that I wanted to do, I briefly mentioned. I married, just, my wife died, and I married a princess, Alicia, so perhaps we can add this to the empire as well. I will not, the Balkans have already Balkanized themselves, so if this would be ported to EU4, it would get snatched up by the Byzantines or Ikea, looking fabulous. And also we have Italy here. I haven't done anything much. Well, I thought maybe I should also try and get all of Italy. Reign Italy in. See that I vassal Dana. I've been eyeing this territory the entire game, and if I had actually managed to stream it, I would have said, you heard me say constantly, "Oh, I should have war for Modena, back into the fold, and blah blah." Now I'm finally doing. Mikhailov's very, very pathetic little, because I have installed him in Moravia, and now he's in independence faction against me. So yeah, with the new king of Hungary, who is actually strong, very upset with me. They're not strong as in terms of sheer power together. I have 18,000. Way too strong. But if they rebel against me, I will be able to put them down, install my own family versus the respective kings here. Perhaps just take the king. So, yeah, that is basically it. Poland also seems like Poland will be snatched up too. Really wonder how this would even work in EU. All of the major European nations that we are like, I know, wrong, will not exist. Like, Bohemia might. I don't think it will. I think it will. I will get rid of all the kingdom titles, just so that it would be a bit more balancing. But that won't exist. All of these added. So the extension of the HRE already at the start of what we. Then while I'm at it, yeah, I'm also gonna happen in Spain because we are still all Maya dynasty. Yeah, even Navarra is fully Muslim. This whole part, this region here. I wonder if before they would manage to consolidate. Yeah, I think Al-Andalus. I'm not sure if Al-Andalus would form Andalusia games. Meanwhile, the Byzantines have been in civil war ever the constant state of civil war over my entire last game, and now with Margarita being dead, it passed to her brother, who was forced to abdicate out of the last civil war. Now there's an 8-year-old in charge of the Byzantine Empire, so that's not gonna. And I want to show you the religion, because now we have Catholic being Old Slavic entirely dead. There are some fringe heresies that have popped up here. So Cathars I'm going to have to take down by force. All arts perhaps as well. And slowly and steadily, Catholicism is gaining its ground here in its Catholicism. Orthodoxy wrong here, but the actual rights, the Khazar Khanate Daria still exists well, but they have the current leader is Catholic. So only these lands here are Catholic. The rest is all Orthodox. Who knows what will. Yeah, I'm wondering. This is what the end of the state of the game is. He played in this guy's lifetime. Theo hours didn't manage to. So yeah, that is why I also said that I was probably going to end this game after the next 2.5 hours stream. That mainly has to do with the fact that I want to make sure that I don't become too powerful. I can't destroy this kingdom Empire title outright. There aren't any factions that with. I don't want to nature. I want actually I've even had some, and still they none held against me. A lot of them still really like me. But since since a lot of these are also of my dynasty, I think it will be interesting to see like how many PQs we're gonna get off the bat. Really a lot. Salinger here, Westweg, yeah, Salinger, different one. I guess it technically counts as a. See, I don't know how this will be ported. Maybe it will just pick it up as a separate name and then. Me. Well, at least now I also see that Sergio Groningen also has several different. So yeah, it will be interesting, to say the least. It's also funny how Utrecht does not contain Utrecht. That's not even a bit problematic, I'd say, but okay, so that is mainly what I wanted to video. See you.